Hello, friends. How are you doing today? Hey, I'm starting a few seconds late, but I can see several of you are already in the stream and in the chat. Thanks for being here. I'm just going to assume that you guys can hear me okay. Anyone want to give me a thumbs up or just confirm that my setup's working? Jake Beam, how you doing? Crypto Knight, Gavino, George, Markey, Crypto Deb. Man, nice live stream, Crypto Deb. You and Ryan were fantastic. I was very loving that conversation. It's amazing for me that it went right up to the time that I had scheduled this stream because I didn't want to miss it. So, Greg, how you doing, man? Brother? The brother from another mother. You know I love you, buddy. So, glad you're here. Bree, how are you? Good to see you. Holy cow, you guys. The reason I don't do a lot of live streams is because the chat is so difficult to keep up with. I don't care if people say crazy things in there, but I hate for people to feel like they're unrecognized or that they're going unnoticed. And people who really know me well, like Greg, actually, who's in the chat right now, Greg and I grew up together. We're like his family, my family. I would say his parents, I think of them like second mom and dad, but he can tell you multitasking is not my strong suit. I've got like a little bit of ADHD. And so this kind of stuff is actually kind of hard for me, but I love it. It's a lot of fun. Little Tyke, thank you so much. That's very, very kind of you. William Frilly, little super chat there, super sticker. Thank you very much. I appreciate your kindness, you guys. This is going to be fun today. I'm going to take a few minutes and just kind of do some Q&A. I'm happy to talk about anything you guys would like to talk about. And then about halfway into the stream, I'm going to set up a Twitter giveaway. And I have had a lot of comments I've been paying close attention to. There are a lot of people that don't have access to Twitter. There are some countries where Twitter is not available. So if you are in the chat and Twitter is not an option for you, if you would let me know. Okay, you guys are going to hate me for this. This is the worst timing in the history of man, but I have to take a 2-minute break and go answer my door. My son is hosting a lunch party and he's not here to receive his pizza. So keep the chat going. I'm so sorry. Hey, you guys, that's like the worst. That's so embarrassing. So I'm going to kill my son. I've got a son who's a high school senior. He gets a long lunch hour and he invited a bunch of his friends and they ordered pizza. So it's quite a run from here to the front door. My heart is pounding. Flight of stairs. I'm fat and out of shape. So, all right. So good to be here, you guys. So, folks, tell me what's going on out there. What kind of questions do you have? Have any of you been following Ryan Patrick's live streams today? Like father, like son. That's right. Yeah, my son also has a bit of ADD. And fortunately for him, they have medicine for kids now. When I was a kid, that wasn't an option. So we just, you know, we were fun to manage, I think, for school teachers. Thoughts on Saitama price today? Jake Beam. Okay, well, let's actually take a look at that. Let me share my screen and we will pull that up. It's a good question. I actually haven't been following it very close today because I've been on these live streams, just watching the live streams all day. So we need to update this. I know we're down a little bit because I've heard talk about it, heard mentioned in the live streams. Okay, so we're down about 12% today. I'm not 100% sure what to attribute this to. I know everybody expected a good price pump with the launch of Saitama, and it still might come. We have seen a pretty good increase in the number of holders. Let's just take a look at what's going on today there. Yesterday, 308,000. Okay, so not a huge increase so far over yesterday, but it's been about 12 hours since I refreshed that, maybe 800 or so. I think that there's still a pretty good chance we get a price pump tomorrow. But if you've been following my content, I've been saying for a couple of days now that I kind of hope that we don't end up getting this massive pump because people are it's hard on people to take a 100% gain in one day, a 200% gain. I mean, it's amazing when you see it on the screen, when you see your account screen. But if that's followed by a big sell off, that can blow confidence in people who are new investors. So it's, I think, no, I think it's worthwhile or just fine if we just have good, slow, incremental growth. And the launch of this, I don't know if it was 100% intentional, but let's closer to my mic here. I don't know if it was 100% intentional, but they've got this launch set up so that after the launch, there's a Lily coin launch, and after that, maybe more coins added, and then the. Are you still okay? Some people are saying they can hear. Okay, that's good. There's so many little events coming after the launch that I think it's a dangerous bet to just sell out hard. So, yeah, that's my thought. Arturo Figueroa, let me just pull these. Okay, Little Tyke, thank you again for that super chat. Very kind. Arturo Figueroa, thank you very much. And he's got the Tarp family and the 69 gang here. I actually saw Matt Mortier is in the chat. Matt is one of the developers for Tarp. And I actually started a new channel to talk about other cryptos besides Saitama. And it's not for a lack of love for Saitama. Saitama is still going to be my main thing. I'm going to try to keep doing daily content. And when I have time, I'll talk about projects that the Saitama Stacker audience has been asking me to look at. So TARP is certainly one of them. And because Moonshot and Matt were YouTube content creators, I kind of knew about both of them. And I think it's bold that they're venturing out. I like the idea that they're trying to help protect investors from getting screwed. And when you've been screwed, like most of us have, if you've been doing this for more than 4 months, you've probably participated in a rug pull or two. And so I hope that the program that they're creating is very strong and that it can give people an objective way to look at things. There's several YouTube creators on this stream right now. Crypto Deb's in the house, and she could tell you that as content creators, it's actually dangerous, believe it or not. It's dangerous to say, I have a concern about this project. And I've been willing to say it. Nobody's paying me to make any of this content. I'm not beholden to anybody. I don't ever plan to be. I've never really shilled a token. We get emails from time to time from people saying, how much would it cost for us to have you make a video about our content? Well, if your coin is good, I'd be happy to talk about it, purchase it, and be able to make money as an investor. Even for Saitama, the amount of money that I make from YouTube, which is actually better than I thought it would be, to be honest, is really nothing compared to what I can make with Saitama if it does as well as I hope it will. So Matt, thank you for the super chat, Matt Mortier. I'll keep following TARP, and maybe we'll have a developer live stream. I'm just not the best at it. Crypto Deb's amazing with her interviews. Ryan Patrick, who has done multiple live streams today with myself, Crypto Deb, Scott Herman. Yesterday with a couple of people. I mean, the guy is working overtime. So if you haven't seen any of those, lots of great content and a lot of people's thoughts on display. Bree, thank you so much for the super sticker. That's very, very kind of you. Bree is what I would call like just a ray of sunshine. She's somebody who's so positive and gives a lot back to the community. You find her all over the place. She's always joking about being dead dog tired and making a pot of coffee instead of going to bed. So I love that. I'm kind of the same kind of person. You'll see a lot of my content post at what would be like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, my time. And that's because I'm kind of a restless soul. Matt, I'd be happy to do it. If you guys want to reach out to me on Twitter, you would be the first developer interview that I've ever done. So I'd be happy to do that. All right. Question 2 from Travis Hayes. Do I think the price will drop with all the token swapping on Saitamask? I'm going to say no to that question. And the reason is it should be a 1-for-1 exchange, because the people who are listing on Saitamask have to buy liquidity. So if we trade our tokens for their liquidity to pull out, it should be mostly at parity. The price will probably drop if we have 100% run up tomorrow, because people have a tendency to buy the rumor. The rumor is Saitamask launches tomorrow, and the news is Saitamask is now available and everybody's got it. So it's going to be interesting. I don't anticipate a big sell-off unless there's a big run-up. Big Bad Wolf, I'm going to address this question here. He's talking about there is no hyper burn. I've talked about this before. I don't know if we're talking about they bought back their liquidity, if you're talking specifically about like Bitmart and their liquidity buyback. But when people refer to the hyper burn, I kind of watched this for a while too, and I made a video on it just a few days ago. But what I see is this hyper burn is just going to be an increase in volume. So right now we're averaging on a daily basis. Well, average is kind of a rough word to say, but a week ago we were 10 million a day. We jumped up around 60 million. Yesterday, I think was 33 million. I've actually got my spreadsheet where I track it every single day. But if that volume goes up to 100 million and stays consistent, the burn will speed up. If it goes to 200 million, $1 billion a day, then the burn could really take off. And if our volume and our price was at parity with what Shiba Inu is, now I'm not saying our price would be what Shiba's is because their supply is so much lower than ours. But if our volume to price ratio were the same as theirs, right now we would be burning like 2.5% per month. So that's what the hyper burn is, in my opinion. I think it's a good thought. What am I missing here? Matt? Okay. Yeah, that sounds good, Matt. Yeah, shoot me a DM in Twitter and we'll get something worked out. All right. Ellis Jackson, what's up with you? Jack found crypto. No one knows the facts until things play out. That's true. Nobody has a crystal ball. And I think sometimes people do think that as a YouTube content creator, we're privy to inside information. If I was that good and I had that much inside information, I would have a lot more money and I wouldn't be in my wife's craft room with my daughter's nail salon in the background. Okay. So we just do have to wait. And it's fun to speculate a little bit. Sometimes the speculation, I think, can get a little bit out of control. And so we need to have reasonable expectations. I mean, I don't know what people are expecting for tomorrow with the Saitamask launch. If they're thinking they're going to get the full-fledged product the way it's advertised on SaitamaToken.com, you're going to be disappointed because this first launch is going to be kind of just the base of the platform, and then they'll be adding additional functionality to it as we go forward. Let's talk reflections on Saitama. RM, I'm going to drop that up real quick. I mean, the reflections should be the same, but the burn and the reflections are paid out at parity. So there's 2% on each one of those. Now, we do know also that the dead wallet is receiving reflections. So realistically, about, 3 out of every $4, if it's 4%, or 3 out of every 4% of the reflection and burn is going to the dead wallet. And that should accelerate over time. I've got a video on that too, where I call it like the silent accelerator. Let's see. Curious about your thoughts on the matter. Do you think the negative things that are said about Lily will somehow harm Saitama's reputation as a platform that Lily lists? Okay, so I don't know 100% which negative things that you're referring to here, Skull Elf. I've heard a couple of different things as I've watched it. For one, there were some sentiments or some reports on Brad Beatty, the CEO, and some racketeering type stuff. I watched the live stream interview that Ryan Patrick did. He's actually got 2 of them. They're both really good. If you haven't seen them, he addressed that stuff specifically, and it sounded to me like on paper it looks a lot more ominous than what actually went down there. And I do know in corporate America, people are constantly suing each other. So I don't know if you're talking about more like there's a lot of the fee structure and the tokenomics associated with Lily are kind of difficult to wrap my head around. I'm going to make a video about it and try to get a little more clarity. But up to this point, I don't have a real strong opinion on it. When I watched the AMA with Ryan Patrick and Brad, I actually was inclined to maybe take a small position in that, because what they're doing at Lily Finance is very much different than everything else I've seen. So, all right. Keezy, as a Jesse, this one. Okay, I'm going to address this one. Okay, I'm very sensitive to this group of people that know that we're doing a giveaway, and to somebody in Nigeria, this giveaway, even though I saw early in the chat somebody kind of dissed me on that I'm only giving away $200 of my own money. That's okay. I'm totally fine with that. It's not a huge amount. It wasn't intended to be a huge amount. I'm just giving away the reflections that I had for a bet that I'd made. But I'm very sensitive to people who don't have the ability to participate in this because they can't access it for Twitter. So this is what I'm going to ask you to do. And please only do this if you can't access through Twitter. Okay. I'm going to put my my email. Okay. I just posted my email to the chat. It's saitamastacker@gmail.com. Okay. And so if you can't access Twitter, send me an email. And there's the Rodney stuff. That's good. Yeah. Bring it on. I don't even care. There's so many good people in the world. I just don't have time to focus on the negative. But if you do have a wrench and you want to take that out of there, I would appreciate it. Yeah, there it is. So send me an email if you don't have access to Twitter, Keezy, and anybody else, and I'll see what I can do. I'll do like a secondary type of a drawing and see if we can help you guys to participate in that. So, yeah. All right. Yeah, we got into this Rodney thing in the last live stream. Not even worried about it. It's just some people that don't have enough, I guess, things to do and more time than they have things in their schedule. So, Luis Bastidas, hello to you. Ready for a Lily? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're always going to stay focused on the positive, Carmen. There's just not enough time. Life is too short to get caught up and worry about negative stuff. And um and people definitely have hard things in their life. We can't really judge what somebody else is going through, but it's you know, we just focus on the positive. All right. So Keezy, yeah, you got that. Send me an email. Anybody else who has no access to Twitter, just send me an email and I'm going to do a secondary drawing for you all. We are going to get to the giveaway here at the bottom or the top of the hour. So another 10 minutes. I'll post something on Twitter, give everybody a chance to go out and retweet it. It has nothing to do with trying to draw attention to the channel. It's just the easiest, fairest way to do it. If you retweet it, there's an app that allows us to just do a drawing, a random selection from that. And then it also helps us target you specifically. If I just chose somebody out of the chat and said, send me an email, somebody can copy your information, send an email and an address, and I maybe end up sending the stuff to the wrong person. So Sinky, I did see, I've heard people talking about an AMA with Russ. I don't know who that's with, but if you will tweet it and, you know, copy me in the tweet, I'll retweet it and get the word out there. Mask powers. I'm not sure why we're kind of going negative there, but I don't put people in timeouts, but you're in one now. So I am using StreamYard right now. It has a random giveaway using chat. Bren, I didn't actually know that. So let me look into that. I'm not going to try to learn that one on the fly, but I do appreciate it. So Christine, is this Christine, this YouTube link here, is that the one for Russ's live stream? Oh, I may have misspelled my own email. Let's see here. So it should be Saitama Stacker at Gmail. Okay, I'm reposting it there. You'll have to the end of the stream to send that in to me. So, okay. And I don't think so. Somebody's asking about Lily being available tomorrow. I don't think Lily will actually be available tomorrow. I think the plan is for Lily to launch a couple days after the Saitama platform is out. People have had a chance to get their hands on it and try to use it. So, yeah, don't get overly concerned if you don't see everything you're hoping you're going to see tomorrow. If we don't see Saitama tomorrow, I'll be honest, I'll be disappointed. Okay, we've waited, we've been through the CERTIC audit. People should be ready to rock and roll. So, all right. So Christine, I saw your chat message there. I'll tweet out that that AMA with Russ. So that will be great. And Christine, thank you for the work you're doing in the chat. I never get spammed, but there it is again. But I never do live streams. So this guy, I think it's fun watching how adept Christine is at managing the chat. You are an absolute rock star. So can we stake with our ledger on Saitama? Enigma A crypto. So my belief is, and I'm not 100% certain on this one, but I do have my Saitama in my ledger and I would like to keep it in the hardware wallet. My understanding is that we'll be able to link our hardware wallet to Saitama just like you could link your MetaMask account or link your Coinbase wallet to Saitama rather than porting or transferring all your coins over and then be able to get it done. Mohammed, my Twitter handle is opposite my other. It's at Stacker Saitama. So I'll put that in the chat as well. Russ will be addressing some FUD. Yeah, Russ, for better or for worse, I mean, there have been a few missteps along the way, but Russell is the reason that I started creating content. When he's on camera, he's very confident, and I think he's a good speaker. He's not afraid to take hard questions, and yeah, I think he'll do a great AMA. There's so many folks that want to just get information right now, and so it's great. This is going to be good. All right, so we've got another 4 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and go out to Twitter right now and just tweet this giveaway. So I'll just put please retweet for giveaway. And I'll say in this one, must be in the live stream. So all right, it's out there, guys, on my Twitter feed. Go ahead and feel free to go out and start retweeting. So my Twitter is at Stacker Saitama. I'll show you the post here. Okay, it's just a very simple right here. So we've got 47 retweets on it. You guys are finding it. While we're waiting for people to do that, I want to show you my other channel as well. I've been dedicated 100% to Saitama since I started my channel, and Saitama is going to continue to be my main discussion. I mean, this is my channel. Saitama is my project, but I get literally requests every single day to talk about other tokens. So I started another channel called the Crypto Stacker. So the Crypto Stacker channel, am I not even going to show up under my own name? Let's spell it right. The Crypto Stacker. That's more like it. Okay. So you can see here, I've got 480 subscribers, and I would love to push that number to 1,000, because at that point, you get a little bit back for creating your content. So if you haven't subscribed and you're interested in additional content about other coins, please go in and help me out there and subscribe, and we'll start building that channel up. Like you say, it's it's just one of these deals where everybody wants somebody to talk about their coin, and I'm not going to be able to talk about everything that comes up, but specifically things that are going to list on Saitamask. The TARP token, I was always interested in that one because I've been scammed and I've been rug pulled, and I don't want to do it again. And I knew of Matt Mortier and of Justin for Just Moonshot for quite a while. I watched Just Moonshot's content for quite a while, trying to learn about crypto, because I'm not an expert, a crypto expert. I'm learning, and you guys are kind of watching me. I just call it learning out loud, where we're doing the best we can to bring you honest content. And the vulnerability that you see is truly based on the fact that we don't know everything. I wish I did. If I did, some of the major missteps that I made would not have happened. So, all right, we're coming up here on the midpoint of the stream where I plan on doing this giveaway. Let me bop back out to Twitter, and we'll see what's going on with the retweet. Okay, we've got 174 people retweeting, and That's good. That's good. I'm not going to pull the link on this until we're ready to do the giveaway because I don't want to exclude anybody. And as soon as I take the link, it pulls that information apparently. So I'm going to give it just another minute here to bake. Let's see. That's why I stick around for the truth. Yeah, I have a real hard time with. I don't want to overhype anything, and I like math and I like numbers because numbers just tell a story. And I've built enough, like 4 months now of data that I have the ability to go back and give some perspective. So when we, when we have a day like today where we're down 12%, let me just show you exactly. Well, I just shut my own spreadsheet down. I don't know how much of my life I want to give up. Let me mute my channel really quick or my screen. And I'll pull up my stacker spreadsheet and I'll show you exactly what I mean by giving context to the numbers. And then immediately after that, we'll do the drawing. So if anybody is not in the drawing yet, please go to Twitter and retweet. And I'll have my stacker spreadsheet up here in just a second. I closed that particular window so I could show you my other channel. That was a bit of a strategic error. So while this is coming up, here it is. Okay, let me come back on now and I'll share my screen and show you exactly what I mean. So S1RD2, okay, to enter into the giveaway, you need to go to Twitter. I'm going to share my screen again. My Twitter is at Stacker Saitama. There is a tweet in here that says, please retweet for the giveaway, and you need to be in the live stream. So if you want to just retweet that, that's your entrance. Okay. So today where the price is down, okay, if I look at my spreadsheet, it's easy to say, well, man, I don't like being down. Up is always better than down. I'm happy with that. But if we look at the price of Saitama and it's 7065, and then I kick back into my spreadsheet and we walk back 5 days, we were 7051. So that's like a 15% increase in 5 days. You want to walk back a little further? Here we're talking a few weeks back, we're 703. So we're almost double what we were in the middle of December. So that's the context I'm talking about. And that's what I'm trying to bring to the channel for you guys so that you have just some context and able to keep a perspective, because the crypto market is so it's so volatile, so brutal. Okay, I'm going to bring this one up and I'm going to talk about this one more time. So I'm going to absolutely slaughter your name if I try it. But Mr. Baba, I've heard that Twitter is banned in Nigeria. And so what I'm asking you to do is send me an email, and I'm going to do a secondary giveaway for people who cannot access Twitter. And I am asking you, please be honest, folks. If you can access Twitter, join the Twitter giveaway. If you can't access it, I'll repost my email again. It is Saitama Stacker at Gmail. Okay. And I'm not going to do that giveaway during this, but I will do it live or in a video at least. I'll show it in a subsequent video, and I'll notify the winner by email as well. And having that email for me is just a surety that I'm getting it to the right person. Now, somebody also told me in this live stream that I can actually do a giveaway from the comments right here off of StreamYard. So we'll look into that for the future. All right. Do you have an opportunity to win? Yes. See, the beauty of using Twitter is it's going to pull. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, because well, I mean, post your name, your Twitter name in the comments. If your Twitter name is different than what you're in right now, we'll be looking at that. So why don't we jump over there? Let me grab that and let's just do the giveaway. Okay. We're updated to about 238. I am going to take the link. Let me make sure I'm sharing my screen. Last time I did this, I didn't share my screen, and everybody was highly disappointed that they didn't get to watch the fireworks. Okay. So when I'm sharing my screen, I don't get to watch the fireworks because I have to go off screen to do this. So here is the giveaway. Let's see. I'm excited, you guys. It's always fun to give a little back to you guys. And I don't even mind losing the bet. I think my wife always wishes that I would give it to her to go spend on more crafty stuff. But um, you guys you're doing a lot for me. So here's your 241 um entrances. So let's see. I need to go into settings here. And we're having one winner. I'm going to say 0 substitutes. We'll do a 5-second countdown. Nobody's blocked. And interestingly enough, my StreamYard banner is right over the top. Okay, so here we go, folks. Here's the Dean Can't Ever Predict the Future giveaway. Isn't it exciting to watch a countdown clock? Luis Zamundioff. Luis Zamundioff. All right, let's pop back over into the live stream. Luis, can you shoot me a chat? Just show me that you're in the chat. I'm hoping you're in the chat. We'll give you a minute here, Luis. Anyone else see Luis in the chat? I'm not seeing you, Luis. She's at the bar. Congrats, Luis. He gone, Robert? He might be gone, but in this one specifically, I did tell everybody, and I even put it in the tweet, that you have to be in the live stream chat to participate. So, all right. I'm going to give him another 60 seconds, and then we're going to go round 2. Oh, man. David, are you Luis? Yeah, now it's everybody. Yeah, that's what I figured. So, Baba, my email address is saitamastacker@gmail.com. Okay. All right, guys. I hate to see it. Can I get rid of the banner? Yeah, I can actually. It's just a stop sharing banner. Can do. Publishers Clearinghouse. Nobody answers the door. That's right. Ed McMahon just rolled over in his grave. All right. We're going to do it. We're going to go draw again. No, love you, man, but we set up the rules, so we're gonna play by the rules this time. Let's see. I don't remember going back for a second drawing. Oh, and Luis, your friend in the car there just looks like such a kind, nice person. If you see this in post, Luis, my apologies. All right, so our settings should be good. Here we go. Round 2, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We get to see the excitement twice. Would a crypto? Would a crypto? All right, woulda. Arkham in the chat. All right, let me do this. I'm going to go send a secret word to the winner. I got to turn my screen off. Gosh, this is complicated. I shouldn't have done live in the chat, but let me just send a note to Woulda Crypto. People are still absolutely pouring in. Okay. So Woulda Crypto is following me. And I'm going to shoot you a DM. Shoulda, woulda, crypto. Sorry, guys, if you're watching now, this is actually kind of getting painful from my perspective. This is why live streaming is complicated. Hey. Hey, I send a DM to shoulda, woulda, crypto. Shoulda, woulda, crypto. Let's get the secret message into the chat here for me. Now we'll see how many people will guess at that. He's here. Where? Where is shoulda, woulda, crypto? Anyone? Yeah, making this way is too complicated. I agree. So if this one fails, we'll go a different route. What else is going on, guys? Todd keeps saying he's here. I don't know if he is. I did shoot him a DM. So just looking for, he messaged above where? What did he message? Sorry, guys. This is brutal. I mean, you just want to be fair, you know? He said here a number of times. A lot of people said here, but if he was actually here, he would be able to send the message that I just DM'd him on Twitter. So is somebody saying Luis is here too? He was here. Everybody's saying they're in the chat. Let him win. Oh man. I hate to say it, you guys, but I'm going to redo. I'm going to redo it one more time. This time I'm going to take the chat requirement off, man. I would give it to Christine. Christine absolutely deserves it. There's no doubt about it. So, okay, there we go. I'm going to go one more time. Let me turn my screen share back on so you guys can watch. He commented at 3:11. He messaged at 3:11. I'm getting blown up now in the comments, you guys. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. That's all it would take is just yeah. Yeah, there's multiple people saying that it's at shoulda woulda crypto, but I don't see him in here, you guys. Apologies. So, All right. I'm going to pop back down to the bottom of the chat. I'm just having a heck of a time keeping up, you guys. If he's here, I'll work out a deal with him. Screenshot it and email it to me, and I'll make it good. I've never. Oh no! Now everybody knows. Now everybody knows what the secret message was. So, all right. This is the last time, you guys. Whoever this one pulls, if they're in the chat or not in the chat, we got to move forward. So let's go back. We're drawing it one more time. Shoulda, woulda, crypto, Luis. If you guys can show me that you're in the that you are in the chat, all you have to do is give me some kind of proof that it's you, and we'll figure it out later. So I'm pasting it again. Sorry, guys. This is painful. It's painful for me too. but a bet's a bet. All right. Here we go. Last go around. Whoever this is, in the chat or not in the chat, I'm sending you the 2 billion. All right. Mood Dog 1000. You're it. You win. All right. So Mood Dog, you're the man. Congratulations. Okay. All right, guys, we've got a few more minutes here. If you're joining and you're from somewhere that doesn't have access to Twitter, send me an email to saitamastacker@gmail.com. I'll do a secondary. Oh my gosh, Luis. Okay, this is not the same Luis. Shoulda, woulda, crypto. Now you're here. Or somebody made a... I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Because of the crazy confusion, all right, I'll go back. I'll send $1 billion to the first 2 people and $2 billion to the final contestant. Okay. And I'll still work out a deal with the people in Nigeria that can't access Twitter. Okay. So there's my compromise, guys. Congratulations. Hey, it's going to be good, you guys. It's going to be good. So what else you want to talk about? We've got just a few more minutes here. I'm kind of interested in your guys' thoughts. Give me like you think tomorrow is going to be up, big ups, flat, down? What do you think? Everybody in the chat gets 100 mil. That would be Oprah. You get 100 million. You get 100 million. You get 100 million. So, okay, here we go. We're starting to get some posts. People thinking up. I'm hoping for up. If it goes big up, I don't know. We'll have to see how that goes. So, I'm going to just make a note here really quick. I got 1 billion to the first 2 people and 2 billion to the final contestant. Send me 2 billion. I'll send you 4 billion. Yeah, I already participated in that one before. That sucks. That's brutal. So I must start a token. So Steve, that is an interesting comment right there. Okay. And not interesting because I'm going to start my own token, but interesting because I've talked about it before. I don't think that there's anything I could do out there that would be different than what's available, and the amount of responsibility that I would feel to the community in creating a token. I don't think that's not a part-time gig, and I have kind of a full-time life going right now. So I'm not going to be starting a coin. No, I don't even shill other people's coins. So even this second channel, I won't be taking payment from coins to just promote their product. We're just going to talk about projects that the community wants to talk about. And preferably for me, they'll have a stacking element or some kind of a reflection built in. And then the other piece of it is that the community has an interest. So if they're involved in Saitama, that's another feather in their cap, because Saitama is my main focus here. I have kind of a full-time, yeah, I do kind of have a full-time life. I actually have another job that is getting more and more demanding over time. By August, I would expect it to be well beyond a full-time job with some of the endeavors that we have coming this year. So yeah, the stacker token. Yeah. I've even thought about maybe like at least doing a little NFT or something like that, but I need oh, Luis. Well, Luis, you're still in it, man. I see you here. Luis acknowledging. Yeah. My apologies, Luis. I missed you in the chat. If I can go back and verify that you're in the beginning of the chat, which is easy to do because I can just go back and review the comments, it's going to get expensive for me. But I'll make it right with you. It's just the way that I operate. So am I doing nails? Slow Elon Musk. My daughter does nails. And so that is one of the things that hopefully I can give you guys here soon, is a little more professional looking space. I actually do have a green screen and I could use that, but the green screen works really well with the StreamYard for lives, but I don't do a lot of lives. I do more videos, and my software doesn't allow me to use a green screen currently. So now we got you, Luis. We got you. You're it's gonna, last time I did a giveaway, I think it ended up being 6 billion as well. So this will probably end up being the same deal. No big deal. We got you. I'll get it all sent out to you guys today. So what is behind me on the wall right here? If that's the question, that is 100 different colors of nail polish. I have a 14-year-old daughter. She'll be 15 here in February. And during the COVID shutdown, because they weren't in school, she was kind of bored and she was watching a lot of TikTok and just videos like other, like every teenager. And somehow she started getting into nails, and now she does full out acrylic nails, I would say at a pretty close to professional level. So she has her friends come over. It's really cute, but they're doing their nails all the time, and it's crazy. So, yeah, people are talking about the price going, here, and that there's some whale selling going on. I have no idea, unless they're privy to some kind of information that other people wouldn't be privy to. And really, this looks pretty stable to me. I wouldn't call this, in crypto world, I wouldn't call this a major sell-off. But odd timing to be selling with the launch of Saitama tomorrow. So yeah, don't post your wallet addresses in the chat. Christine is correct. I will send the winners from Twitter. That's why I use Twitter, is I have the ability to DM you directly and get your information. I know that information is secure, that I've got the right person, and we'll get you guys taken care of. And the folks that are coming in via email, if you don't have access to Twitter, it's Saitama Stacker at Gmail. So let's see. You said you can't use Saitama on mobile. I think actually it is supposed to be on mobile. I mean, that was the whole idea, is it was optimized for mobile. I am a money magnet. Man, thank you. You guys actually have given me enough here in the super chats today that it will cover my follies of not being able to identify people in the chat. The chat is just, if you're watching it from my side and you're trying to do this and your brain works like mine does, this is like going 1,000 miles an hour over here. And if it weren't for people like Christine clearing out all the ridiculous FUD, it would be impossible, honestly, to do this. Please read my super chat. Let's see, New We. So believe it or not, Nui, I don't know if I saw it. Can you put it back in the comments as a just as a standard comment, and I'll address your question. I'll watch for it here in the next few seconds. That's another, I mean, with me flipping back and forth from screens, if I missed your super chat, I'm happy to address it. I'm not trying to avoid anybody. So not seeing it. Is 9 billion a decent amount to have from Guitar Dojo? Well, first of all, let me tell you, Guitar Dojo, I love your name. Okay. I love guitars and I have a couple, but 9 billion, this is a matter of, it all depends, right? I mean, if your goal is to have $1 million US, it's going to take you a while to get there. Okay. I want to know if you can explain Ledger Live buy Lily. Okay. To buy Lily via Ledger. Okay. I've got your question and I'll address that before we close out, but I want to finish this thought on, did I lose that? I lost my train of thought. Saitama, separate wallet. I lost my train of thought on the question that I was just answering. My apologies. So let's take Newies. Okay. As far as I know, you'll be able to buy it via Saitamask by linking your Ledger wallet to Saitamask and exchanging. The thing I don't know really is if you're going to be able to see Lily reflected in your wallet. I'm pretty new to Ledger, and I don't know if they have to support your token or if you can go in and create it. Like with TARP token, I bought it with Trust Wallet, and I had to go in and tell it, hey, this is the contract address, this is the name of the token, and then it worked out. You know, I was able to see it in my wallet. So I think, yes, you will be able to buy Lily through Saitamask with Ledger, but I'm not really sure. If I can figure that out, I'd be happy to do a tutorial video on it. So Keezy, I got your response that you've sent the email. No problem. I'm going to look at the emails after the live stream, and then I'll set something up and I'll do it so everybody can see it in, like, say, my next video tonight. I'll take the first 45 seconds and I'll just do a drawing and we'll get you guys involved in this too, because I want everybody to be included. It's the reason that I don't do a Patreon or even a membership on my YouTube channel. I don't want anybody to feel like they can't participate and receive all of the information. And because this really isn't my my main job or my main source of income, I have no qualms whatsoever about people monetizing their channel, doing Patreons and doing memberships. I just, you know, I have a job that I rely on for my income. It's how I take care of my family. And I'm more so here to try to support Saitama. It's a project that I chose. No one has ever asked me to do anything in terms of creating content. I never had a YouTube channel before. I just started it and we're going. So, oh, there it is. Is 9 billion a good, thank you for the reminder. Is 9 billion a good starting place or a good bag? You know, time will tell. 9 billion would be around $1,000 right now. Okay. And that's an amazing entry point. And if you were in some countries, that would be a massive bag. So it kind of depends on what your circumstances are. But I don't think you have to be somebody investing tens of thousands of dollars to benefit your financial future with cryptocurrency. And Travis, I'm going to put this one up because it's funny. So I show how much I have on my show every night. And at one point in time, I actually did have 1 trillion tokens and I got scammed. You guys ready to drop your jaws? For 500 billion. Okay. Half my bag. And it was based on greed and it was based on stupidity. And it was actually based on a sleeping medication. Believe it or not. It's a sad and stupid thing to say. But as soon as I realized I'd been scammed, I actually made a heartbreaking video, which was difficult for me to admit that I've been that foolish. And I felt ashamed and I felt just really kind of like unworthy of the of the trust of the community, that somebody who they're looking to for information could be that, um, gullible, I guess you could say. But it's what happened. And the scam was actually pretty well put together. And I didn't want anybody else to lose their money. So I immediately made a video. I showed exactly what happened. And I don't have the money to replace it. It's my goal to try to buy back and try to get back to that amount. But right now I'm sitting just over 500 billion. And it's a great bag. It's still a great place to be. So, Nui, have I checked out Engine Token? I haven't, but please go to my new channel and watch one of the videos and just post it in the notes, because I'm taking notes there about all of the different coins that people want me to talk about. And I'm happy to take a look at them, and then we'll just kind of base it on the volume of viewers. If people watch the video, if they like it, if they're commenting on it, we'll make more videos about that particular crypto. And if not, we will just let it go to rest. I'm not going to be talking about projects that I'm even investing in. It's just a community driven channel and an opportunity for us to put the word out there, discuss it, and see how they develop. So, Red Smith, Preston, thank you. It means a lot. It was a hard thing, you guys. It was so hard. It was so embarrassing. It was enough money to pay off my wife's car. So it was a hard thing. And I appreciate the support, the continued support of the community. And if my channel keeps building, I'll be able to take my little YouTube proceeds and buy my way back to where I wanted to be. And I still believe that the future with our finance with Saitama is strong. It's promising. So thank you. I appreciate you guys. Okay, Russ is going live in 30 minutes. So I'm going to let you guys go. I appreciate you all. This, again, I'm a money magnet. Thank you for your super chat. Thanks to all of you guys for participating today. Congratulations to the people who won. I'll be following up with you immediately after the stream to get your information. And we'll shoot you guys all your prizes. I hope it blesses your lives. Thank you very, very much, you guys. Much love, peace, happiness. Catch you on the next video.